The most exhausting work in the world is the work no one sees. You wake up tired. You open your eyes and the weight is already there, pressing on your chest, sitting in your throat, making everything feel harder than it should be. You walk through your day with a heaviness that you cannot name. You smile when you're supposed to. You answer, "Fine," when they ask. You keep moving, but every step feels like you're dragging chains. You haven't run a marathon. You haven't hammered iron for 12 hours. You haven't done anything that should leave you this depleted. And yet, you are bone weary. You are drained. You collapse into bed at night and wonder, why am I so tired? I didn't even do anything today. In the Stillness Smithy, we know why. You are suffering from a silent leak. Most people think energy is lost through action. They think you get tired from working, from running, from building. But the truth is, the greatest loss of energy comes from resistance. You are spending 50% of your power living your life, and the other 50% making sure no one knows how hard it is. You are using half your battery just to maintain the mask. Think about a complex circuit board. If there is a microscopic crack in a solder joint, the current doesn't stop flowing. The device still works, but the electricity has to fight harder to cross the gap. It generates heat, it wastes power, it drains the battery faster, and eventually, the hardware shorts out. The system crashes. The device stops working entirely. Your soul is currently short-circuiting. Every time you say, "I'm fine," when you are drowning, you are creating a gap, a fracture between what you feel and what you show, between your truth and your performance. Every time you force a smile to make others comfortable, you are generating internal heat that is cooking your own spirit. Every time you swallow your pain to avoid being a burden, you are adding resistance to the circuit. You are making your own energy work twice as hard just to keep you functioning. You aren't lazy. You aren't weak. You aren't failing. You are simply a machine running at 100% capacity, just to maintain the appearance of being normal, just to hold the mask in place, just to keep the performance going, just to make sure no one sees the cracks. The porcelain mask, the one we uncovered in part 1 of this series, is not just a costume. It is not just something you wear when you go out. It is a heavy, high-maintenance piece of equipment that requires constant energy to keep from shattering. And you are exhausted because you've been holding it together with nothing but willpower and pretending. In my studies, I found a Japanese concept that describes this weight: Enryo. It is often translated as reserve or restraint. In Japanese society, it is a virtue. It is considered polite, respectful, necessary. It is the ability to put the needs of the group before your own, to hold back, to not impose, to keep your troubles to yourself so that you don't disturb the harmony of others. But when Enryo is used as a shield for your own pain, it becomes a poison. It becomes a cage of politeness where you are forbidden from speaking your one, your true sound. The real you, the part that hurts, the part that's struggling. You are restraining your own heart so that you don't disturb the peace of the world. You are biting your tongue when you need to scream. You are hiding your tears when you need to cry. You are saying, "I'm okay," when you are anything but okay. And here's the devastating truth. You think you're being strong. You think you're being considerate. You think you're protecting others from your burden. But there is no peace in a forge that has no air. By holding everything in, you are suffocating the very fire you need to transform. You are paying a tax on your own authenticity, and the price is your life. You are spending your days performing, and your nights collapsing. You are giving everyone else your best face, and giving yourself nothing but exhaustion. And slowly, quietly, the silent leak is draining you dry. This is part 3 of The Porcelain Prison, and this is where the extraction begins. The way out, the way to stop the silent leak, the way to end the exhaustion, starts with a simple realization. Vulnerability is not a leak. Silence is the leak. When you speak the truth, when you admit the mask is heavy, when you say, "I'm not okay," to someone who can hold that truth, you stop the short circuit. You close the gap. You allow the current to flow again. You release the resistance that's been draining you. You don't need a vacation. You don't need more sleep. You don't need to relax or take a break. You need to stop the performance. Stop holding the porcelain together with your bare hands. Let it crack. Let the truth spill out. Let the world see the raw iron beneath the glaze. Let someone see that you're tired, that you're struggling, that you don't have it all together. The people who matter won't judge you. They'll breathe a sigh of relief, because they've been wearing their own mask too. And the people who do judge you, they were never going to support you anyway. Let them go. Tonight, before you sleep, stop the resistance. Stop performing. Stop pretending. Stop holding it all in to protect everyone else from your reality. Give yourself permission to be not fine. Give yourself permission to take the mask off, at least when you're alone. Write it down if you can't say it out loud. Admit it to yourself in the mirror. Whisper it into the silence. I am not okay, and that's okay. The silent leak stops the moment you stop fighting the truth. The exhaustion lifts the moment you stop pretending. You don't have to fix everything tonight. You just have to stop lying to yourself about how heavy the mask really is. One day, time will leave you. Make sure it leaves, knowing you didn't spend your final hours acting. Make sure it leaves, knowing you were brave enough to let the mask crack, to let the truth out, to let yourself be seen, not as the polished performance, but as the real, exhausted, struggling, beautiful human being that you are. This is part 3. The leak is identified. In part 4, we begin the repair. Welcome back to the Forge.